You may wish to pause the video and have a go at this exercise, where it's asking you to find the first 5 multiples of 8, going on to ask is 32 a multiple of 8, and then asking is 42 a multiple of 8. Now I'll go through each of these in turn. So we'll start with this one, find the first 5 multiples of 8. And this is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is to write out the times table. So 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. Continue doing that, as you can see, and eventually I'll come to this one, which is 8 times 5, which is 40. And if you look here, you can see you've got 5 numbers, and they are the first 5 multiples of 8. So we have 8, 16, 24, 32 and 40. If you wanted to find any more multiples, then it's quite simply a case of carrying on with the times table, as you can see with these 2 examples. You can approach this problem slightly differently. You start off with the value of 8 and you simply add 8 to it to give 16. You then take the result 16 and you add 8 to that to give you 24. You then take the 24 and you add 8 to give you 32. You then take the 32 and add 8 to give 40. And you can see here you have 4 of the multiples, but you also have to count the first value, which is the 8. 8 is a multiple of 8 because you simply multiply it by 1. So what you can see highlighted are the first 5 multiples of 8. This question is asking, is 32 a multiple of 8? Well, I'm simply going to write out the times table, and then I'm going to look to these values here. And if I scan down the list, I can see here that we have 32. So indeed, when we consider this question, is 32 a multiple of 8? Well, the answer is, you can see it in the list. Consequently, the answer to that is yes. This question is asking, is 42 a multiple of 8? I've produced the multiplication table to a certain point, and these are the multiples. You then look to the multiples, and I'm going to look for a number that's below the 42 and above the 42, which is here. And the reason I did that is because 42 is not in the list. Now this means, because it's not in the list, and it's not between the 40 and the 48, then I can say with confidence that it is not a multiple of 8. So this, therefore, is no. 42 is not a multiple of 8.